we had an impact in the time.
Exactly. And that impact, Claude, I feel it too, because as you mentioned, we succeeded you guys, and me being on the cultural side, succeeding Roger Muntu, and then Georges Collinet, those big legends. I felt it too, because my show was so popular that until today, I still have people contacting me, asking me what's going on, Roger. What can we hear you guys anymore? And the saddest thing is the impact. I didn't realize until the shutdown of VOA. People calling me, like in the eastern part of the Congo, as you know, there's trouble going there. There's all these killings going on in the eastern Congo. People calling me, telling me that, Roger, we do not have information if the rebels are coming anymore. We are listening to you guys. You guys were giving us the news, and we could run from one village to another because we heard from VOA that the rebels were coming. And now the rebels are just coming and nobody knows, and I'm really shocked when I hear this kind of news.
I'm glad to mention the Central Africa and the former Zaire. We had a wonderful reporter, and unfortunately died much too young. He knew exactly what was going on. And so every time, I know we revealed to the Congo the scandals and things like that.
People were ready to run from one village to another. It was actually saving lives. So, Claude, many listeners and viewers, as I was mentioning, have shared emotional reactions, to the news of VOA actually closing. Some of them still didn't even have a clue that actually VOA closed because it was sudden. We didn't even have time to go on air and tell them that we're shutting down. So from your perspective, Claude, what does this closure mean for those audience who relied that VOA for truth and balanced reporting?
That's a huge loss. Now, as you know, was replaced as we still have some Western broadcaster like RFI and some other in Europe.
Deutsche Welle,
BBC. But beside that, it's Russian propaganda and Chinese propaganda. I think they say in physics, nature hates the void. They feel the void, The Russian propaganda, the Chinese propaganda. It's a disaster.